Hey friends, welcome back in. Well, what are the signs of sensory overload and who's affected the most? Big questions we're going to tackle today, and we need a pro to help us do it.
Oh, we sure do. Dr. Melissa Carver is a mindset practitioner and the author of Who the Hell Told You That? Thank you so much for stopping back in, Dr. Carver. We really appreciate it. So what is sensory overload, first of all?
Well, it is when your senses become overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And then your brain is over processing. And that can cause all sorts of side effects: emotional outbursts, rage, sadness. It can even trickle down into a real depression.
Wow. So how do we know when it's happening to us? I mean,
a lot of people don't know.
Our lives are so hectic, and
a lot of people,
we might be in the throes of it, not even realize
Exactly. That's why being self-aware is our #1 most important job as humans, in my opinion, because so often we don't know what is happening to us. Like, you might be taking your teenager to school and they just aggressively turn off the radio and you're jamming to a song. And you're like, well, that was mean and rude, and now you're angry and now you're yelling at them and you think they're just being rude.
Yeah.
In reality, they were having a sensory overload moment.
Wow. They can't take it.
Exactly, because their brain is processing too many things at one time. It might be the smell of your perfume.
Yes.
Paired with the radio, paired with they were just thinking about this test that they have today. They were also on social media for 30 minutes when they first got out of bed. So all of those things at once, now that radio is just over the top. It looks like it's one thing. Exactly.
But how do we know that it's not just maybe being overstressed versus sensory overload? How do you distinguish that difference?
There is a very thin line there, but very often overstress triggers the overstimulation.
Yeah, it just goes to that next level that it doesn't typically go to with a lot of people. Interesting, because we've seen this with our own son who has autism, and he has sensory overload, especially when he was little.
It is more prevalent in neurodivergent individuals, but it can happen to anyone.
Yes,
okay, so are there other people that can tend to be more susceptible to this?
Absolutely, like people with PTSD.
Okay.
You're more susceptible. Individuals who have an extremely high stress job, individuals who have a lot going on at one time, like daycare workers, for example. Let's just go there. A lot of children with a lot of things going on at one time, One is crying, 2 are playing, 1 just got hurt. Your boss is yelling at you because something else just happened in the other room.
Multiple diapers just filled up.
Exactly. I mean, that's just one small example in a situation that looks to be pretty normal.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what can we do then to reduce that sensory overload or help someone else who might be suffering through something like this?
Being self-aware, asking yourself, is that what is happening, right? And then once you become aware of your own triggers, saying it in the moment, or even after you've had an outburst, maybe that rage or crying, going back and saying, okay, is that what was going on? Okay, yeah, probably was, check the box, right? Then the next time you're a little bit more aware, telling people if you're around other individuals, like, I'm having a sensory overload moment, like this little burst of rage or me just wanting to crawl into a ball and cry has absolutely nothing to do with you. Because then it goes into, it escalates, right, into something else that now involves these other people, and arguments are happening or they're taking it personally.
Now, everyone's different, and I imagine that people react to this or try to de-escalate in different ways, but is there a kind of a safe route that people can go to sort of say, okay,
breathing techniques, getting outside of your environment for just a moment. Let's say we were right here on set and one of us, that's happening to us right now, we can't go right now, we're on live TV. But as soon as you could just get outside for 3 minutes, just right, taking that exhale longer than however it took you to inhale. Walking around the parking lot. I mean, it can be something that simple to have a reset.
Love that. That's what the horse farm's for.
Yes,
oh my gosh, isn't it though? Exactly.
Therapy for all of us.
Hang on the fence for a minute and look at the beautiful horses.
It's true. Well, Dr. Carver, thank you so much for coming in today. And how do people get a hold of you if this has definitely hit a nerve with them and they want to get a hold of you? How do they reach out?
Social media or just drmelissacarver.com.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming back. We appreciate you.
Good to see you.
You too.
Back after this, folks. Stick around.